the next ball game that we're going to take a look at on the HRO Sports Betting Podcast is Texas A&M at Alabama. Alabama at time of recording is a minus 24 point favorite. Over-unders at 51.5. Both those numbers are up. It opened Alabama minus 20, and the over-under was 47.5. Now, at the beginning of the year, if I could get Texas A&M in any game getting 24 points, I would have jumped on it. However, that was the beginning of the year, and you got to make adjustments. And believe me, I've made adjustments on Texas A&M. Alabama, on the other hand, even without Bryce Young, love this team. I thought I had the correct prediction with Arkansas last week, getting them on the ropes. Bryce Young being out, closed the game to 28-23. Game ends 49-26. Alabama covers. I lose. So I'm not going to stand in front of that Alabama freight train anymore. I like Alabama in this one. I'd like them to cover. T, what are you thinking on this one?
I was just looking at what I had them before the year, just because you'd mentioned that, and I had it at 19.5. So
yeah,
it kind of gets to where I'm going with this. I made this game close to 4 touchdowns. I've already got an Alabama minus 20 ticket.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens with Bryce if he ends up playing. Part of me kind of hopes he doesn't play, so that line can go down and I can take it again. Because in Alabama's Alabama. Yeah. They're loaded. I mean, Milroe, dual threat 4-star quarterback, was like a .96 on 24/7. I mean, he's no...
Yeah.
He can play.
Yeah, he's not bad.
The difference is it'll go more to the Jalen Hurts kind of style, read option, different things like that. A little bit more run heavy with Gibbs versus the Tua and then Bryce Young kind of just throwing it all over the place kind of style. Either one, Alabama's one with both. I'm not worried about Alabama.
Yeah.
This, to me, has a lot to do with A&M.
Yeah.
They can't move the ball offensively. They're 130 rushing yards a game, 200 passing yards. Their defense is giving up more yards than their offense is getting, which is yeah. I mean,
for an A&M team, that's unheard of.
Their defense is giving up 170 yards on the ground. Like,
that's only going up.
This Texas A&M defense is not very good.
Yeah.
And the Texas A&M defense, which isn't very good, is still better than their offense, which sucks.
Yeah.
So... they're not going to be able to run the ball against Alabama. Alabama's rush defense is only giving up 87 yards per game on the ground, so they can't move the ball on the ground. They're not going to be able to throw the ball, so how are they going to score?
Yeah. And you know that saying that people in Alabama have about the Tide?
Roll damn Tide.
That's what we're thinking. Roll damn Tide.
Yeah, I've got Alabama minus 20.
Yep.
The other thing I'm looking at is where this team total comes in at. Right now, the implied score is about 37.75 to 13.75. With the over-under going up, it wouldn't surprise me if that team total would come in 14. If it hits 14.5, that's an automatic play for me probably.
Yep. Taking the under on that.
Yes,
clarify
the team total on Texas A&M. If it hits 14.5, I will have that ticket because I don't think they're going to be able to score. And even when they're down by 30 in the second half and have to throw the ball all over the place, I still don't think they're going to be able to move the ball very efficiently against Alabama. And if they can't stop Gibbs on the ground, whether Milroe's at quarterback or Bryce Young's at quarterback, it won't matter.
So, like we said, Alabama is the play. We aren't standing in front of that freight train. Keep an eye on the team total for Texas A&M. If that drops and you see that come in at 14.5 or better, you're taking the under. That's where we're at with that one.